There's always been a middle-class struggle, but times changed. Even though money is still tight, there are things that are now, that used to seem like rich people things.
Oh, yeah.
Are now just like basic.
So basic. One is just everybody can, I think, agree with this one. It depends how far back you go for almost any of these things, right? If you look back to the early 2000s, then the 90s, then the 80s, these all become more and more accessible. We all remember, not all, a lot of us remember a time when cell phones, nobody had a cell phone. Well, I didn't know people that had cell phones. And then it became more and more popular. That would be one of the things we're talking about, right?
Yeah, well, like long-distance calling.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about parents having a timer set to avoid huge bills because of long-distance calling. Now you can video someone in Tokyo for free.
I know. Isn't that wild?
And just chat with them.
You don't
for like hours.
Just call. You can see them.
Yes.
That's wild, too.
I can see and talk to them.
It's like a Jetsons thing. There's video chat. My grandma lived in St. Louis, still does. When I was a kid, we'd call her like once a month, and it would be, you want to talk to your nonna real fast? Here, hurry up. It's like, hi, how are you? Yes, school is good. Okay, here. There's my sister. That was how, it was almost like you can hear the sound of her voice for just a quick second if you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're allowed to have.
Now, for free.
Yeah, however long you
video
want.
Someone for hours in Tokyo.
That is true.
Somebody, I remember thinking I'd never live in a home with a dishwasher. And now it almost feels like how many homes have dishwashers?
How many don't?
Maybe.
Yeah,
that's a better way.
Anything built in the last 20 years probably has a dishwasher, right?
You can share with us 417-659-9797, 417-659-9797. Maybe what you remember as being that was a rich people thing.
Yes.
Now it's just basic and you can't survive without it.
Yep. I know one. I like this one. I remember thinking if you had a refrigerator with ice or water dispensers in the door, whoo, you must be upper crust. What a luxury. You don't have to fill ice trays. What a deal. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Just an ice maker alone I thought was pretty cool.
Something else that has changed, and this has really changed since the pandemic, really, was high-speed internet. I think, anyway. 90s, early 2000s, having a fast connection like DSL or cable was an expensive perk for tech-savvy families. Now, you almost have to have it.
Yeah.
If you want to do, like, for kids doing schoolwork and some of this other stuff.
The other stuff was so unusable. Like, I grew up in a rural area, and there was internet there by the time I left. But you know what? I never used it because it took a full day to look up anything. It was so slow.
Somebody just texted what you did.
What's that?
Richard, he basically was like, I remember going to a friend's house that had an ice maker in the fridge.
Yeah.
And we were allowed to use it. Thought, I didn't know that existed.
I like that, too. I like that Richard points out a good, like, being allowed to use the nice things as a kid.
I can use it.
I can touch this? Wow. Yeah, that is funny.
Flying was one. Like the 70s and 80s, it was mostly for business people and the wealthy. Now, I think you've said it before. It's like I
ride the bus of the skies.
The bus of the skies now.
Yeah. I ride
because more people can afford it.
Yeah, the cheap airlines. Those are the ones I ride the bus of the skies when I do fly. But I don't think I flew until I was like in my 20s. I've flown many times since. It seemed unattainable though. You're right.
Somebody texted cordless phones at home are car phones.
Car phones were. Not only were they only for the wealthy, but when I saw them for the first time, it literally blew my mind that you can make a phone call from not a house. Seriously, that was like, it was.
There's somebody 21 right now going,
what are you talking?
How old are you?
I know. It sounds so old. I'm really not even that old. That's how fast this stuff came about.
It has changed a lot. Very quickly.
You're right. A 21-year-old's like, I don't get any of this.
Tech entertainment things like color TVs, VCRs, Blu-ray players, HBO.
Ooh, you remember when like hotels and motels used to have that on a sign?
Mm-hmm.
Color TV, free HBO. Like it's a big deal. Woo, what a nice place. Only $19 a night.
Says also having a TV in your bedroom. Now every teenager has at least one personal screen. Now, I will say this. I felt lucky. I actually had a TV in my room growing up, and it was mainly because I wanted to watch sports 24/7.
And your grandma didn't.
And my grandma didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I ended up getting the TV, and that kept me.
We did not.
It wasn't a great TV, but it worked.
I didn't have one in my room, but we did have a basement TV. It was kind of like, there you go, kids. There's a basement TV. And it was the old black and white with the knobs. And so we got that if you wanted to watch something that wasn't what your parents was watching on regular TV with rabbit ears. So not awesome still.
Yeah. So if there's something that you were thinking of, middle-class luxuries from your childhood that are now just basic now, you can text us, 417-659-9797. One last thing, somebody put waterbeds. I must have been rich or something because I had a waterbed growing up.
I want to know this.
I had a waterbed. I had my own TV.
I think we talked about this the other day off the air. When's the last time you saw a waterbed?
Now.
It's like a dinosaur. You don't see it. I don't know anybody. When's the last time you saw a waterbed?
Well, the last time I saw one was probably the last one I had.
That you took down however many years ago.
Like, I couldn't even count when. A long time ago.